The Taipei MRT plans to install emergency stop buttons at 24 stations on the Brown Line as a safety measure.
The move is in response to this May's deadly accident on the Taichung Metro, in which a train crashed into a construction crane. Once all the buttons are installed, anyone who sees an emergency can quickly stop a train in its tracks. Misuse is punishable with a fine of 50,000 NT.
Back in May, a crane boom fell on the Taichung Metro, resulting in a crash that killed one person and injured 10 others. To prevent similar accidents, the Taipei Metro will install emergency stop buttons on platforms along the Brown Line.
So that people can respond faster to emergencies like an object on the tracks, there will be no need to notify station staff. You can press the button immediately to stop the train.
Pressing the button will stop departing trains as long as they have not fully left the platform. And it will also stop stationary trains, trains entering the platform and approaching trains. The button overrides the platform's gate safety checks, preventing trains from entering and leaving the station. But passengers say they're not sure if they dare to press it.
I think most people would be afraid to press it. Perhaps if the button isn't too obvious, you might think you've misunderstood what it's for. They should do some public education about this, because I wouldn't even have known that they have these buttons now.
The emergency stop button was installed on Nanjing Fuxing Station on Wednesday and can be found on the platform gates at the height of Car 1 and Car 4. The Metro hopes to install buttons at 24 Brown Line stations by year's end. The buttons have a plastic cover with a notice warning that misuse can incur a fine of 50,000 NT. The measure is reportedly also being considered for New Taipei's Yellow Line.
Whether it's the Yellow Line or the Taichung Metro, we are all in the same industry, so there's a lot of communication among us. My understanding is that they will also make improvements.
The Taipei Metro is also trialing ways to increase train capacity at peak hours. In June, it removed all seats from 2 cars on 3 trains, leaving just priority seating. Reports say Taipei Mayor Jiang Wan-an considers the trial successful and hopes to increase the number of trains with the layout. But there's opposition from councillors across party lines, who say that removing seats treats the symptoms and not the root of the problem.
For example, you might have a leg injury, or you're carrying a lot of things, or you have to ride for some time, so I think seats are necessary.
Taipei Metro says it will reassess the plan after the start of the school year. It says a final plan will not be drafted until after October.